Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating and air, restoration, flood and remodeling services for over 40 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit billhowe.com. And by the Conrad Prebys Foundation, Darlene Marcos Shiley, and by the following. And by viewers like you. Thank you.
A serious update to a health concern that closed part of a major college campus. Thanks for joining us. I'm Maya Trabulsi. San Diego State University says one of its professors has died from Legionnaire's disease. Michael Buono contracted the illness last month, leading to the closure of the Exercise and Nutritional Sciences building. KPBS reporter Alexander Nguyen has reaction from campus.
Professor Bueno was the only confirmed case of the disease. He died on Saturday. The campus closed the building behind me on February 13th after Bueno contracted Legionella pneumonia, otherwise known as Legionnaire's disease. He taught here for more than 40 years. Students on campus were saddened to hear the news. Here's what they have to say.
I thought it was pretty sad. It seemed like he was a professor that was loved by a lot of students. It seems like he had a great legacy here at SDSU, and he'll be greatly missed.
I hadn't really heard about the disease before this, so I didn't really know how serious it was, but until I heard the news, I feel like it needs a lot more attention than it has.
Back here at San Diego State, the young woman you just heard said she hadn't had class in this building for more than a month now. The building remains closed until testing is completed, which is expected next week. In a statement, SDSU says the world and our SDSU community won't be the same without Dr. Bueno. At San Diego State, Alexander Nguyen, KPBS News.
One North County city is trying to adapt to a serious drop in public school enrollment, and one option might be to consolidate campuses. Vista Unified School District is putting together a committee to look at the idea and any others that residents might have. They're looking for about a dozen members. Applications are available online, with March 24th being the deadline. Meetings and public forums will happen later this spring. Vista Unified says its student population has dropped by more than 6,000 since 2012. The Brother Benno Foundation is an organization that tells people when you're not welcome anywhere else, you're welcome here. But right now, Brother Benno isn't welcome in the industrial park where they are operating. KPBS North County reporter Tanya Thorne tells us why.
The Brother Benno Foundation has been in Oceanside's industrial park for over 30 years.
So over the years, it's evolved into a really comprehensive one-stop shop for basically anybody that could be encountering any type of difficulties in life.
Ben Meyer is the Essential Services Manager with Brother Benno's, which offers resources Monday through Saturday.
Daily around here, we serve breakfast to hundreds of unsheltered individuals, low-income, working-class, poor individuals. We deal with hundreds of families who rely on us for their grocery items and for their diapers and hygiene products and everything under the sun. We allow people to get their mail here.
But some of Brother Benno's neighbors aren't happy with the organization, and they've started a petition asking the city of Oceanside to revoke their conditional use permit. That permit lets Brother Benno's operate in the business park, as long as their operations aren't detrimental to the public or nearby properties. But the petitioners say they've been dealing with loitering, theft, and substance abuse at the site, and that Brother Benno's is not living up to the conditions of the permit.
I've watched it escalate for over a decade, and it's not fair to us. I don't see a future here. My neighbor doesn't go to the dumpster without a gun on him. I can't have my daughters work here. How is this fair to me? This is not fair.
Dane Huntz owns a business in the industrial park and has seen things like people using dumpsters as toilets.
My dumpster is, and they disinfected it and they cleaned it, and the rain has washed a lot out, but it was dangerous. I mean, I was concerned about hepatitis. I didn't want to touch it. I'm wearing nitrile gloves anytime I go out there. It's not right. It's just not right.
Hunt shared images of some of the things he's encountered outside of his business. He says most of the people pictured are getting some kind of resource from Brother Benno's.
I'm frustrated with Benno's because I don't feel like compassion fixes this situation. I feel like it keeps people complacent in their circumstance, and I think that it's prolonged it.
Jesse O'Hare also has a business near Brother Benno's. He says he feels torn because he sees families going to the center for food. But he supports the petition because the small number of people causing problems has gone ignored for too long.
So if someone's sleeping in front of our door, we're not supposed to wake them up and say, excuse me. We're supposed to wait for the cops to come wake them up and you know, it's just not right. It's just, you know, it's not a good situation. And no one's really doing anything about this, in my opinion.
Oceanside police say they have issued 70 citations in the business park. Meyer acknowledges the problems the business owners are reporting, but he says the people causing them are just a handful out of the 5,000 individuals registered at Brother Benno's.
It's a very small number of people, incredibly small, which would lead most people to say, well, then why can't you manage it? You know, which is a question that we all have. We all wonder, well, what can we do? How do we find somewhere for people to go? These are human beings.
Brother Benno's owns their building, and they don't get any financial support from government agencies. Meyer says they're doing the best with what they have, but pushing this problem to somebody else's front yard isn't going to solve the problem.
But again, it comes back to, we signed up to help people. Some people didn't sign up to help people. They signed up to make money, and that's okay. That's fine. But we're going to continue to do our best to help people.
But they'll be doing their best with some new limitations. As a result of the petition, Brother Benno's is now closing earlier, and they've hired more security to patrol the area. They made those changes just last week. Business owners like Dane Hans say it will be a few weeks before he can say whether things have improved. Tanya Thorne, KPBS News.
And Tanya's story was also featured in today's San Diego News Now podcast. It's one of several offered by KPBS, and you can find it at kpbs.org and subscribe to KPBS podcasts that interest you wherever you get your podcasts. The kidnapping of 4 Americans in Mexico is now a murder investigation. As Gloria Pazmino reports, it happened after the group traveled south for a medical procedure.
A bittersweet ending to the search for 4 Americans kidnapped in Mexico. The governor of Tamaulipas, Mexico, confirming 2 are dead and 2 are alive. A U.S. official familiar with the investigation says the group was found at what appears to be a medical clinic in the border city of Matamoros.
Ambulances and security personnel are giving medical support to the survivors.
Video of the kidnapping is troubling. You can see what investigators believe are members of a drug cartel loading the group into the back of a truck after a shooting that left 1 bystander dead. A source close to the investigation says the abduction is likely a case of mistaken identity. Multiple agencies will now work to find those responsible, officials said.
I've been briefed by the FBI, which is working with Mexican authorities, and senior department officials are working closely with our counterparts at the State Department.
The State Department, meanwhile, is renewing a warning for Americans considering travel to this region of Mexico.
The travel advisory for Tamaulipas State remains at level 4. Do not travel. We encourage Americans to heed that advice.
Gloria Pazmino, KPBS News.
Southern California mountain communities are in dire need of help after nearly 2 weeks buried in the snow. KPBS reporter Kitty Alvarado says residents are angry at the response and afraid for their neighbors.
13 days after a blizzard buried communities in the San Bernardino Mountains, residents say the response has been abysmal, and they say it's costing lives.
They're most concerned about the elderly people. Neighbors are trying to help them. Some of these people are like 90 years old. They can't dig out. They can't get out to get their meds. They can't get out to get food. Neighbors are trying to help where they can.
Lynn lives in Lake Arrowhead. She did not want to give us her last name.
I know there's firemen and people trying to help. It's just not enough.
She says people in some areas have it worse, like in Crestline, where the grocery store collapsed, and in other remote areas where food distributions are miles away.
People can't get there if you're snowed in, and the people down in Crestline are walking miles to get there, bringing their backpack. Some people are dragging sleds to get food for them and their neighbors. So if you can't get to it, it doesn't help you, you know?
Help is there from San Diego County. CAL FIRE San Diego sent 56 firefighters who have been digging out residents out of their homes and delivering aid to mountain residents. And the Humane Society of San Diego's Project Wildlife got an urgent request to help.
We are leaving from Project Wildlife, heading up to the San Bernardino Mountains to help one of our colleagues that are snowed in. They're unable to get food and supplies to their animals. So we're heading to the Wildhaven Ranch. They have bears, coyotes, bobcats, foxes, deer, hopefully provide them support for the next few days.
We're kind of on standby to help evacuate animals if needed in the next couple of days.
Lynn says she's grateful for any help coming from outside areas, but a lot more help is needed now. She thinks it's to the point that maybe federal help is needed to come save them because they feel abandoned by local, county, and state officials.
There's going to be casualties. That's all I can say. There are going to be, if there aren't already. I think we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. That's what I think. I don't know that for a fact, but I can only imagine some of these older people. I'm sure they're doing the best they can with what they have, but how long can you do that?
Kitty Alvarado, KPBS News.
And we have more coverage of the situation to our north. On Monday, Kitty Alvarado talked with local fire crews that have sent members to help those who are stuck in mountain communities. You can stream that anytime on the KPBS YouTube page. And that's where we also live stream KPBS Evening Edition weeknights at 5. The San Diego State men's basketball team heads to the Mountain West Championship for its quarterfinal game this Thursday. KPBS reporter Melissa May caught up with the team before they took off to Las Vegas.
San Diego State's men's basketball team is the outright 2022-23 Mountain West regular season champion and is going into the Mountain West tournament as the #1 seed.
This is the best time of the year if you're a basketball player, a basketball coach, or a basketball fan.
Head coach Brian Dutcher says the team is grateful that SDSU fans make the trip to the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas.
Our Aztec fans are loyal, they're passionate, they make that drive, and especially if we get by the Thursday game, they're going to be there in force on Friday and Saturday. So that's always the best part, having our Aztec fans follow us. It gives us comfort on a road floor, making it feel like a home game.
Thursday's game will be at noon against the winner of Wednesday's game between Colorado State and Fresno State.
We'll spend time in practice over the next 2 or 3 days getting ready for both of them, which is an interesting thing to do.
While the Mountain West Championship is the next challenge, after that comes the NCAA tournament. And the Aztecs are confident.
We're the deepest we've ever been. We go 9 deep, and we're healthy, which is a rarity in college sports. So we're healthy and we're deep, and that should make for positive results in March, and that's what we're hoping.
Our depth is one of our biggest attributes. I can play hard for 5-10 minutes, and then I know the next guy's going to come in and do the same.
Aztecs junior guard Lamont Butler says his team trusts each other.
We know that the next guy's going to pick up on our mistakes, and we feel like we have a really good team this year. Everybody does their part, everybody does their job, and it's really good for us.
Butler hopes to come back to San Diego as the Mountain West men's basketball champs.
It's everything. When I came here, I always wanted to just hang banners here and get rings here, and it's just another opportunity for us to do that.
Melissa May, KPBS News.
Well, it's almost kitten season, which means in the coming months, thousands of kittens will need some loving care to grow into healthy cats. The San Diego Humane Society is throwing a virtual kitten shower to help provide the care. The shower started today, and the community is asked to donate essential items that could include things like kitten formula, bottles, or some heating pads. You can find the registries at Amazon, Target, and Walmart, or directly from the Humane Society website. TikTok creators now have a new feature that will allow them to share longer story collections. The premium feature is called Series, and it can be accessed behind a paywall. Creators can decide what they want to charge for their content, and viewers can then purchase it through the creator's profile or through a link in the video. And right now, the feature is only available to a few select users, but applications from more creators will be sent out in the coming months. The government agency that decides just how much we all pay for credit cards and other consumer loans says it's not done raising rates. Mike Valeria reports on the new economic data that could lead to higher bills.
The economy is running red hot. Inflation heating up in January, along with consumer spending and job growth. But cooling it down may be painful.
Although inflation has been moderating in recent months, the process of getting inflation back down to 2% has a long way to go and is likely to be bumpy.
In his testimony before the Senate Banking Committee on Tuesday, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell took a hawkish stance on battling inflation as the central bank awaits key pieces of economic data, like the February jobs report due out this week.
If the totality of the data were to indicate that faster tightening is warranted, we'd be prepared to increase the pace of rate hikes.
Powell confident the Fed will be able to rein in inflation and get the economy on track.
There are some things that we can't affect, but over time we can achieve 2% inflation, and we will.
But the bank's aggressive position sparking fears of recession and job loss.
Cooling the economy means laying off workers. When you're slowing the economy, you're trying to put people out of work. That's your job, is it not?
You are gambling with people's lives.
Though Powell remains optimistic,
we actually don't think that we need to see a sharp or enormous increase in unemployment.
Some economists warn continuing to hike interest rates is still likely to bring about a downturn.
My guess is that the process of bringing down inflation will bring on a recession at some stage, as it almost always has in the past.
Mike Valerio, KPBS News.
Next month, a new leader will take command of San Diego's Salk Institute. KPBS SciTech reporter Thomas Fudge shares more about the background and vision of Jerry Joyce.
Walk down the hallway that leads to the president's office at the Salk Institute, and you see 6 photographs on the wall. They show the 6 Nobel laureates who did their life science research at Salk. President-designate Gerald Joyce, everyone calls him Jerry, says they are a symbol of the Institute's laser-focused vision.
The faculty and other scientists here at Salk focus intently on science. As important as the teaching mission is, that's not what we do here. As important as the clinical mission is, that's not what we do here. We are 100% focused on scientific discovery.
A native of Kansas, Joyce came to San Diego to get his Ph.D. as well as a medical degree at UC San Diego. His research specialty is RNA, a close cousin to DNA. He'll step into the office of the president from his current role as the chief science officer at Salk, where he has been on the faculty since 2017. A guy who seems to have a hard time sitting still, Joyce says an institute with a heritage like Salk can't be happy to just continue what's come before.
As much as we respect and admire all the great achievements in the past, it's all about what we do next.
So, what does he think is next for Salk on that endless frontier of science?
We now see a union of understanding biological systems with new technologies, especially computational technologies, to harvest big data, process that data, and use that as a guide to experiments and hypothesis formations.
One example, the effort at the Salk Institute to map the 90 billion neutrons of the human brain, funded by the biggest grant in the Institute's history.
The scale of this data set is insane, and not only is it large, but it's multivariate. You're trying to mesh different data streams together. The only way we can do this is to get much more sophisticated in our biocomputation capabilities.
As president of Salk, Joyce can't just be a scientist. He's got to be responsible for the Institute's culture. In the past 5 years, Salk has faced lawsuits alleging sexual discrimination and harassment. Joyce responds, saying there has been a shift in the culture of the Salk Institute.
We are much more collaborative and much more inclusive than we were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. That may be a trend across all of science, but at Salk, we really believe in that day to day, and you see that in the type of new faculty hires we make, the type of appointments we make across all positions at Salk Institute.
Jerry Joyce assumes the role of Salk Institute president on April 21st. Thomas Fudge, KPBS News.
Thanks for tuning in. Let's start you off with your weather headlines for this week. Temperatures are going to be remaining below those historical averages. Gusty, though, in the mountains and deserts, which isn't going to help those cooler temperatures, so you may want to add an extra layer heading out the door. While we have been trending drier through most of the week, slight chances do start to uptick heading into Friday. Tonight, though, around San Diego, we're dropping down to a low of 48 with partly cloudy skies. Again, still cool. So again, you want to add those extra layers heading out the door if you do have any late plans in the day or even early plans for tomorrow. Tonight's forecast, though, around the area, Oceanside rolling in with a low of 41, Ramona in the mid-30s, Mount Laguna, similar story, and Borrego Springs in the deserts dropping down to 41, but we're rising there to the 70s by tomorrow. San Diego rolling in with a high of 60, Oceanside 59, Ramona at 56, and Mount Laguna at 44. As we take a look, though, along the coast for your 5-day outlook, we're going to be rising a little bit through the week, at least. Wednesday, again, we'll hit a high of 59, but Thursday, a high of 64 with peaks of sunshine with partly sunny skies, but then we ramp up the action a little bit for Friday. Rain and drizzle. We drop to the 50s again, but then rise back to the 60s by Saturday and Sunday. Now more inland, we're also experiencing some rain, a little afternoon rain, an afternoon shower possible Friday into Saturday, but temperatures are going to be rising through at least Thursday, flirting with 70 even, and then Friday we're dropping down to 63, 67 though in store for the weekend. Now along the mountains, staying in the 40s for this week. Those clouds start to build Friday into Saturday, and then in and around the deserts, we're going to be staying in the 70s, rising to 74 for Thursday, even Friday, and then look at that, 80s by the end of the weekend. For KPBS News, I'm meteorologist Bree Guy.
California regulators got an earful from San Diego gas and electric customers, as KPBS environment reporter Eric Anderson tells us. Many customers are outraged over the utility's proposed revenue increases.
It's unfair that they're asking ratepayers to keep paying more and more. Every time you open a bill from them, they want to increase something.
Brandt was one of many local utility customers that implored California regulators to reject San Diego Gas and Electric's request for massive revenue increases. The utility is asking regulators to approve about $3.6 billion in new revenue over 4 years, starting in 2024. The overwhelming number of people who called into the hearing were there to urge the CPUC to reject the increases SDG&E is asking the panel to approve.
As SDG&E looks ahead to what it will take to create a clean energy future and protect against climate threats, our general rate case is focused on maintaining a safe, reliable, and resilient grid.
York says the revenue request allows the utility to prepare for a future transition to a less carbon-intensive grid. If increases are approved, 900,000 gas and electric customers would see about a $223 yearly increase in their power bills. A typical electric customer's bill would jump about $108. Regulators are not expected to decide whether to approve the revenue increase until the middle of next year. Eric Anderson, KPBS News.
The upward trend for gas prices continues in San Diego. A gallon of regular at local gas stations is now $4.94 on average, and that's according to AAA. In the past month, prices have jumped about 30 cents per gallon. The ride-hailing app Uber is rolling out a new feature for travelers. Those hoping to book a ride after arriving at an airport will now get step-by-step directions on where to find a designated pickup area. San Diego is not among the first airports to get the feature, but Uber says more will be added in the months ahead. The Biden administration is formally stating its opposition to a major airline merger. JetBlue is trying to buy discount carrier Spirit Airlines. But today, the Justice Department sued to block the partnership. It claims there needs to be better competition among airlines. This is the first time in 20 years the federal government has tried to block a U.S. airline merger. For most families planning a flight, ensuring you all sit together is often a perk that you need to pay extra for. But that might be changing. Cole Higgins has a look at why more airlines are expected to drop family seating fees.
more airlines taking action amid soaring pressure from the federal government about dropping so-called junk fees.
I'm expecting that the rest of the airlines who have yet to announce that they're getting rid of them will soon be announcing that in the next few weeks.
Scott Keyes, founder of the flight deal website Going, says family seating fees could one day be a thing of the past. Alaska Airlines is joining a growing list of carriers now guaranteeing your family will sit together and they won't charge you for it. It comes as the Transportation Department releases a new online dashboard, allowing travelers to see which airlines charge and don't charge families to select seats next to each other.
The Biden administration has really been waging a war on junk fees since the State of the Union.
American and Frontier Airlines have also rolled out similar family seating policies, guaranteeing children will be seated next to an accompanying adult without a fee. And United Airlines recently announced a policy update as well, but stopped short of offering a guarantee. Travel experts say it's a welcome travel trend for families who have been forced to pay fees, often adding up to hundreds of dollars per trip.
Even if you were traveling with young children, if you didn't want to pay the oftentimes, $50 or more per person to pick your seats, you then were at risk of getting separated on the plane.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Cole Higgins.
I'm Jeff Bennett. Tonight on the NewsHour, we speak with the current and former governor about the direction of the GOP. Coming up at 7 after Evening Edition on KPBS.
And you can find tonight's stories on our website, kpbs.org. Thanks for joining us. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Good night.
Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating and air, restoration, flood and remodeling services for over 40 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit billhowe.com. And by the Conrad Previs Foundation, Darlene Marcos Shiley, and by the following. And by viewers like you. Thank you.